John, beyond how you're feeling physically, what have the last like 8, 10 months been like for you from a mental side? Not being able to play, not being able to participate how you want, and just kind of not being able to play basketball like you have for 20 some odd years.
It's been very tough. You know what I mean? But I think like having my family, my friends, my son, my girlfriend, my homeboys, all that. They kind of kept me level-headed. I mean, it's a tough process, but it's something I've been through before. And only thing that's kind of tough about it is you couldn't really get up and walk when you wanted to or play basketball, dribble when you want to. So now I'm in the fun aspects of rehab and process that I am now, so it makes it a lot easier for me.
John, given your current circumstances, how do you intend to go into the season this year, leading your team as best as you can, given your circumstances?
Just be a leader. Just be somebody that can talk to these people, talk to my teammates through anything. Brad's been a heck of a job, been stepping up and being a leader for these guys, and my job is to try to help as much as possible from my experience I have of being in the NBA for so many years. And all the guards that need help, or the younger guys in Rui and Sko and those guys and Justin Robinson, whatever they need help with, and just showing them the way I attack my rehab is with hard work and dedication. That's how you should attack every day at practice and every game that you do. So I'm basically like a coach this year.
Besides coaching, which could be a motivation, rehabilitation is very hard, as you already said. Do you help yourself in this process by having the mentality that I'm going to come back, or do you not want to tease yourself and just think, I'll take however long, and even if that means I miss the season?
I'm in no rush. You know what I mean? Only me can know how my body feel. You know what I mean? Everybody has a deadline of, okay, at the year point, you're supposed to be back playing basketball. It doesn't always work that way. And whenever the doctors clear anything like that, it's all up to John Wall, how your body feeling. Do you feel like you can go out there and play the game that you love at the highest level? So I'm in no rush. And in my rehab process, I'm in a great space right now. I'm doing a lot of fun stuff that I like to do. So I'm fine.
John, first of all, good luck to you in your rehab.
Appreciate it.
Second of all, no problem, man. Second of all, you're a very community-centric guy. How do you deal with being so community-driven and also trying to make sure you are able to get back on the court, and also you're mentally prepared as an athlete to, be the John Wall that we all know?
Yeah, well, in this point in time I still got to be myself. This is a great opportunity for me to, whatever I want to do, or going back to school or getting back in the community or doing other stuff that I want to do off the court. I have a lot of time to do that because I'm not able to play basketball. But at the same time, I still be here when the team is here to work out, make sure I get my rehab in, do the extra work that I have to do. But at the same time, me, John Waller, what I do off the court has been in the community. That's still going to be an aspect that I really want to hit at a high level because that's something I love to do. And I think that was the toughest part was like when I was in my backpack get where I wasn't really walking as much, so I couldn't move around and do the things I want to do like I usually do every year. But I'm in a better spot now, so I'm fine, and it's all going to stay the same.
John, first of all, hey, welcome back. When Ted Leonsis made the change at the general manager position in April, he talked about changing the team culture. What do you think was wrong with the team culture last year, and how do you, as a leader of the team, try to work on improving that and coming back and making sure that things like that don't happen?
I wouldn't even just say last year. I think just in the years past. It's always tough to play with a team that got so many guys on one-year deals. Everybody's trying to play at a high level and make sure they get theirs. I think the front office is doing a great job just trying to have high characteristic guys that want to play basketball the right way, great IQ. That's the biggest factor. And also what we said before, like stuff that we go through as a team, you have to keep it as a group, as a family. Anything that gets outside kind of hurts your team. And I think the last couple of years, that's what we dealt with. If we had any problems in practice or in the locker room, it got out. And that you never want to break that burden. It's this my brother, this my family. So it's like if your mom telling you something, your best friend tell you something, you don't want the next person to know about it. And I think that's what kind of hurt our teams the last couple of years. But if we keep a great group of guys together that trust each other, that's willing to fight for each other and going to have each other back, I think they'd be totally fine.
John, hopefully you recover soon. How difficult has it been to be on the sidelines just watching your teammates struggle? And how do you prepare yourself mentally for this upcoming season, knowing that, like you just said, you don't want to rush it, but you're a competitor. You want to be out there playing and competing.
It's definitely tough, man. Whenever I got to see and watch these guys play basketball or work out or do anything like that, that's the toughest part for me. But the mental aspect is kind of easy for me. I've been through injuries before, and like I said, there's nothing I can control. I wish I didn't have the problems I had, but it is what it is. But I came back early from some injuries before and made other things worse. So my job now is to make sure my body's fully healthy with no injuries while I'm not compensating on one thing and hurting something else.
Hey, John. Troy Brown, on paper, he's listed as a 3, but a lot of people flirted with him being able to play the 1. With you being out and having, a carousel of point guards now, what do you think about Troy playing the 1? What have you seen from him as a 1, and what are some of his advantages playing? What can he improve on?
I think Troy's just a guy that you really don't have a position for him. He's just an all-around player. Like, he does a great job of cutting, great job of rebounding. He's doing a better job of knocking down shots, but he's very versatile. And I think him being at the point guard position can help at times. He's a taller guy like Thomas Sadaransky was a little bit, like a 6'6", 6'7" point guard. He can make plays. He can do things. I think he's just more comfortable with the ball in his hands. So we have to find a way to make his job a lot easier. Sometimes you might not have the ball a lot because Brad might be at the point, but whenever you do, be aggressive and try to find people also run the team.
John, what'd you make of just the front office changes this summer? Tommy being elevated, and you've obviously known Tommy forever. What's your relationship been like with him since he's gotten the job? Has it changed at all?
My relationship with Tommy's always been at a high level since I first got drafted here. So to see him get an opportunity like that is always a blessing and great for somebody to get that job. And now it's all to see what he can do with it. What adjustments can he make for the team? What can he do for the organization to change things around? It's a lot difficult and different without me playing, but I think he's doing a great job of adding the pieces he can. Believing in the guys that he did add and the guys that he did sign back. So that's a big key for him, and that's a great stepping stone for where we're trying to go. And then just get the show on the road.
John, were you aware of Rui in Gonzaga? And if you were, watching him on the court now, how has your perception about him changed or evolved?
It's kind of different. I mean, I watch him a lot. All I do is watch basketball all day. So girls, boys, don't matter, little kids. So I watch him a lot. But it's kind of tough. I've seen him play a little bit, but I watched him play when he was just playing over there in China. He was doing a great job. Even though his team wasn't as great, he was the main focus. I think he's in between a 20 of a 3 and a 4. And it's a new NBA now, so it's great for him where he can space the floor and shoot. He's very athletic. He's a quiet kid, but I think he's a humble guy that lets the game come to him. He's not going to force the issue, and I think that's something that's great for him. So I'm kind of ready to see him get going in training camp and throughout preseason to really give you a better aspect of that.
John, when you talk about being a guy who loves to just watch hoops, and you're also a staple at the Mystics games, obviously. What have you thought about watching them on their run and just kind of just seeing Della Don, the greatness up close?
Well, I've seen it for a long time with her. So she's that talented player, and when she first came here, it was great and excited to see her come here to get a superstar talent like that. But it's great. I was just telling David Aldridge yesterday, I was like, the way they move the ball as a team and play is great. I mean, you look at every aspect of their team, they don't have a weak point on the court. Anybody can score 1 through 5, but they know who to go to when the game's on the line. They know how to move the ball, and the girls know their role very well. So you give a lot of credit to them, a lot of credit to their coaches. And like you said, Ariel Atkins said yesterday, she don't care if she scores 50 or 0. I'm just trying to win a championship, and that's the kind of aspect and character you want on your team, because it's going to be nice when the best player don't have a great night. It's going to be nice when you have a low game, but what can you do on the basketball court to help your team win? Sometimes you might score 30, sometimes you might get 20 assists, you might get 10 steals. Those are the type of people you want to have on your team, and that's what they have. And I think they would have won it last year if Emma was playing. You see how different they are with her, so I think they got a great chance. They don't want they have to win 2 more, but it's been great to watch them run it back, like they said, and the excitement they have brought to the city.
John, as a former first-round draft pick, what would you advise to Rui for his rookie season?
It's a lot different now. The whole NBA has changed, so I think just come in and play your game. Be yourself. Listen as much as you can to the veteran guys and let those guys teach you and tell you what are the do's and don'ts in the league. Enjoy the process. It goes by very fast. I'm already in year 10. Feel like I got drafted yesterday. So that's the main factors I got for him. That's it. Yes. Y'all enjoy y'all day.